Well, let's turn now. Thank you very much. Let's turn now to Mitch from Pleasant Grove. Mitch, good evening to you. How can we help?
Yes, ma'am. I have a house that I bought with a family member, and it was right there at the turn of that Fannie Mae deal. I was going to turn it around and within a year and sell it, but the bottom fell out. I got stuck with it, and he knew it, but he had an 8% interest on it, which was probably the best he could get at the time because all of his other stocks and bonds and stuff went downhill. And I paid up to the date that they literally sent my payment and my taxes back because I paid it directly to him, and he sent it back. And I called him. I said, "Why didn't you take my house note and my taxes and go ahead and pay that?" He said, "You need to talk to my attorney." And they basically foreclosed. He's saying he foreclosed on it because I didn't have insurance on the house at the time, which is in my lease, is a lease purchase. But at the time that the lease purchase was done, the tornado that came through, and they had almost jacked my insurance up to $750 a month, which is almost twice as much as my house note. And I couldn't afford it at the time because I'm on disability, and I was kind of stuck at that point in time, and that's the reason why he used that's the reason why they gave me to foreclose on the house. But I'd already rebuilt this house twice. When I bought it, it was worth $40,000 with 5 acres of land in Pleasant Grove, which the land by itself would have more than covered the house note or what he put in it, which is what I explained to him, and he just acted like he didn't want to hear it.
So, Mitch, let me interrupt you real quick if I can. So, let me ask this. So, what exactly is your question? Because it sounds like a really convoluted situation.
So where am I at as foreclosure goes? I mean, I got another court date coming up in September about the house. And as far as now that he's gotten to an age, he's incapacitated. He's got Alzheimer's, and he's gotten really bad.
So let me ask you this. So Mitch, again, let me interrupt you. So it sounds like they may be foreclosing because there's no insurance on the house. Is that correct?
That's the reason they gave me why they were going to start foreclosure.
Okay, so Rhonda, in a situation like that, how do you handle that?
Well, if he's already in court, it sounds like he's passed an actual foreclosure. That would take looking into the facts and seeing exactly why they're in court.
Okay.
Because in Alabama, when we're talking about foreclosures, most of them are non-judicial, meaning you don't go through the court system. So if he's already in court, that sounds like there's already been a foreclosure, and it sounds like there's litigation over getting him out of the property. Maybe that's what he's referring to at this point, but it would actually take looking at those facts and determining what has happened. And he mentioned also that he had a lease purchase contract, and that is a totally different area. We do handle those as well, but that's a totally different area than what we're talking about with a mortgage foreclosure where a bank owns your loan.
Okay.
It sounds like an individual held his loan.